For those of
All
you
right,
listening on the pod,
welcome in hour 2. I love that drop, Tim. Thank you so much for that, sir.
Nice.
Let's talk a little Elgton Jenkins real quick. You know, I feel like we covered this really, really good. When we decided, okay, we were done with Josh Myers, and then the Packers obviously were done with him. We were pretty vocal about, hey, Elgton Jenkins needs to be the center. I know I was like willing to die on that hill. This is the dude, and you know, some people kind of bucked it and were like, oh, look how bad he played against the Lions. You know, he came in, he had to switch the center halfway through the game. It was piss pouring, the rain, like, you know what I mean? I think many people didn't realize he was a center in college. So with Elgton Jenkins, did a little write-up here with him. Elgton Jenkins is no stranger to playing center. At the owners' meetings in Florida today, Brian Gutekunst confirmed that Elgton Jenkins will be the Green Bay Packers starting center when the NFL season kicks off, per Wes Hodkiewicz. While some fans are concerned about the move, here's a little refresher on Elgton Jenkins' playing at center in college. There's a tweet from Wes Hodkiewicz. Elgton Jenkins is going to center per Brian Gutekunst. Packers believe he can be an all-pro there. He's already been an all-pro left guard, twice? Or was it Pro Bowls twice, I believe? One of the other. So you know what they always say, like, you can be a great tackle and an all-pro guard and possibly a Hall of Fame center. Like, that's pretty common occurrence if someone can handle the center position, that you could have someone, okay, you're going to put your best lineman at tackle and then work your way in is essentially how it works. Now, I think it should be tackle, center, then worry about guard. That's just me personally. But obviously Goody is excited about that. Look at Elgton Jenkins in high school, boys. Look at this picture. That cracked me up, man.
Yeah,
I see
awesome.
no way. So there
Was
he
he
was.
a fullback in high school? Come on.
Yeah, and AFM's in the back going, hey, what's that in the upper right? Quit being a
I was
knucklehead.
going to say, what are you doing there?
Breast cancer awareness, folks. Okay,
Ah.
let's calm down. It's pink. All right. So Elgton Jenkins, a Clarksdale, Mississippi native and a 3-star recruit, joined the Mississippi State Bulldogs and became a standout offensive lineman. While he was versatile enough to play multiple positions on the line, including left tackle, left guard, and right guard, his time at center is particularly notable. Jenkins transitioned to starting center role during the 2017 preseason camp as a junior after having started at other positions earlier in his career. This move came after he'd played in 12 games, 5 starts in 2016, mostly at left tackle and guard. All right. And it says, at center, Jenkins excelled in 2017 and 2018. His final 2 seasons, he started 26 games at the position. His performance was stellar, over 762 pass blocking snaps at center. He allowed just 1 sack, showcasing his reliability and skill in pass protection. In 2018, his senior year, he didn't draw a single penalty in 423 snaps, a testament to his discipline and technique. That year, he earned first-team All-American honors from the Athletic, 4th-team All-American from Phil Steele, and the Kent Hall Trophy as Mississippi's top offensive lineman. Look at this RAS center, boys. 9.32. All right. He was 6'4", 310 coming out of college, 29 bench reps, hand size 10 1/4 inches, arm length 34 inches on arms, man.
He was the best guy around.
Vertical jump of 28 inches, obviously not that great, scoring a 6.30, but the broad jump of 9.01, scored an 8.92, 40-yard dash of 5.1, scored an 8.39, making his composite speed grade great. And then his agility grade was considered good with a 4.62 shuttle and a 7.77 3-cone, scoring a 5.80. Jenkins' versatility and football IQ made him a natural fit at center. Bulldogs coach Joe Moorhead called him, quote, the eyes, ears, and brains of the offense, highlighting his ability to make calls and keep the line in sync. He faced tough SEC competition, including future NFL stars like Alabama's Quinnen Williams, and held his own. His time at Mississippi State culminated in him being the number 1 center prospect for the 2019 NFL Draft, per ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr., leading to his selection.
Who in the hell is Mel Kiper, anyway?
Leading to his selection by the Green Bay Packers in the 2nd round, 44th overall. What do y'all think about that, man? Does that make you feel a little bit more at ease hearing what the coach said about how he was the eyes, ears, and brains of that offense? The center's got to be like that. And listen, I love Josh Myers as a person, but snap the effing ball, Josh, and whiffing on those reach blocks, like, that's not what you want. Your center has got to be that dude that everybody looks to in the middle, like, all right, that we've got that guy, Tim, we're going to be all right. I'm excited about this move. I don't think people realize how good of a move this is going to be.
I agree. And I think it's even more true now that he's, a seasoned pro, right? He's 28, 29, something like that now. Old enough to know better, young enough to still enjoy it, right? We still got some good years out of him. And, he's been in this LaFleur offense for a while now. And I couldn't feel any better about the move. And I think it's good to know that, I'm glad Goody made the comments that he made, right? Like we know right now that that's the plan. So we can kind of look at the rest of that O-line around Big E at center. I'm all for it.
You know what's crazy too is I believe the exact quote. You may have mentioned it earlier, Clayton, but I can't remember if it was between Zach Tom and Elgton Jenkins, where somebody described as they can be Pro Bowl tackles, they can be all pro guards, but they could be Hall of Fame centers, is I believe the actual way they described it. And it's like we got two of those types of dudes that could fiddle in and absolutely do it. Like you said, it's really unfair to take Elgton from where he was in that game, left guard, like you said, elements, raining, tons of adversity. Just plug him in to the first time playing center in years, let alone at that type of level, and just saying, oh, see, he can't do it. It's like, nah, man, you got to take a step back and look at what he did for the bulk of his career. And the fact that, like you said, dude, I didn't realize he had 34-inch arms with 10 and quarter hand size. Like if he can actually become more of a versatile guy that can actually complete some of those pulling blocks that Josh just would whiff on, or just has the more wherewithal and just kind of, like you said, man, that center position, that's like you are the quarterback's best friend. You have to be watching things that he's not watching, whether it's setting protections, watching the clock, knowing the down in the situation, understanding that when that quarterback wants the ball, you got to give him the freaking ball, Josh. And it's going to be a pleasant surprise, I believe, to see if he gets the time in the offseason to get acclimated back into being that center position. And I don't know about you, Clayton, but it is starting to seem to me that if they don't re-sign a Rasheed Walker, they're starting to see that Jordan Morgan is a tackle.
I'm just saying, man, you've got to model the roster. Like we talk about this all the time. And it's easy. Who did that? It's easy to sit here and say, sign everybody. Yeah, extend Rasheed. And I know Chris Inn's on board. Listen, I think Rasheed is a hell of a player.
I love Rasheed.
One of two things have got to happen there, in my opinion. I don't think you're going to have 3 offensive linemen with huge contracts. It could happen. Actually, 4 is what it could be. Right. If you plan on keeping Elgton Jenkins, listen, as a center, look at Jason Kelsey. You would expect this to extend his career a little bit, right, Emilio? Like centers typically play a little bit longer. You got many times, unless you're playing a 34 jam and you're in your 11 personnel so often, you're in the nickel, and most of the time you don't have a nose right up over you. You're just kind of helping block, as opposed to I've got to take on this huge human being. Now, if you're in 12 personnel, you better plan on at least having a shade to block. But when you look at that as a whole, Zach Tom's going to get the Brinks truck backed up, and rightfully so. Elgton Jenkins already getting good money. Aaron Banks just got good money. How are you going to pay Rasheed Walker too? Now you can, but there's other aspects of the roster that's going to be sacrificed, right?
Yeah. Then you might not get that number one receiver at $30 million if you're going to be paying 4 offensive linemen. I think that's something you got to look at. I think that Elton's a heady guy. He's super smart. I think the fact that he's already played guard for a few years, knows the offense, understands it. A new guy comes in, Ryan, Morgan, whoever's at the other guard can help him. He can help out Aaron Banks. He's in between him and Rasheed, him and Sheed have a good, connection because they're blocking together all the time on duos and stuff. I think that communication is going to be huge. I'm hoping that Elton just puts his foot down and says, we're going to do silent counts this way, whatever way he wants it done. Text Jordan right now. So, let's just get this squared away, because that was an issue we ran into in a couple games last year that I think that has to be cleaned up to get us going. I think Elton can definitely do it. So I'm pretty excited about it.
I agree 100%. Like to your point and to Jacob's point, I think there's massive chemistry between Big E and Jordan Love for sure. Probably more so than Jordan had with Josh Myers. And, I think to Emilio's point, I think Elton's going to take this and put it on his back, and he's going to own this. Hey, I'm the dude. I'm the center. This is how we're going to run it. I'm going to talk to QB1. I'm going to talk to my OC and my head coach, and we're going to figure this out. And I don't think we're going to have a lot of the pre-snap issues that we had in the past with Elgton at center.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. You're taking your longest tenured offensive lineman and basically making him the captain of the offensive line.
Yep.
That's what you're doing with him playing center. That's exciting to me, man. It really is. And by the way,
all of one sack last year and
right.
two quarterback hits allowed while he was on duty.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. Drew D makes a great point. Next year we could give Jenkins an extension and get the value down, I think you're spot on there. That might be the plan if you do want to extend. And it all comes down to how much money does Rashid want. If you go to him early, you can get that number down a little bit, get a little bit of a discount. If you guarantee a little more money than you normally would, you can get that cap number down, the cash over cap aspect of everything. But if you wait till the last second, what's the option? You can franchise tag them. I don't think they want to do that, right? Yeah. So go to him early, but also like Drew's saying here, and we're not going to pull Elgton's contract up, but I guarantee you if you were to extend him for, let's say, 2 years, you can drive that cap number down, kick it down the road just a touch, and then reset in a year or two if you need to. So that's a great point, Drew. It's a great point. It can be done. It's just, it can definitely be done with the wide receiver room being one of the cheapest in the league too.
Do you guys remember any sort of career trajectory that matches an Elgton Jenkins? Because if I remember correctly, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, drafted, plug and play left guard or a guard situation. When his contract came up, we were like, we're kicking him out to tackle. So remember when he signed that contract, it was like he's a tweener who I believe was a starting left tackle at the time, who he did, to his credit, about as well as we could ask him to, then gets kicked back into guard. Now he's playing on a contract, possibly going to be the starting center, where he's getting paid tackle / guard top money of like 3 years ago. It's just it's a very weird situation. Look at it right there. Like, I got everything I want.
He said, listen, man, I'm a 3-star recruit. He went to the barbershop, got that lined up that day, didn't he? Look at my man.
Looking like a tight end right there.
Really
he's looking like the cheerleaders did something. He's like, I see it.
Oh, man. All right.
So put a little speech bubble by him in this picture. What's up, girl? What's up, girl?
What up, yo? All right. Anything else on Elgton Jenkins, boys? That was a fun conversation. I'm glad we hit it. I feel a lot better after reading. Again, the big thing for me was that quote from the coach, man. He's the eyes, ears, and brains of the offense, highlighting his ability to make calls and keep the line in sync. And
let's be honest, he was that last year at left guard, right?
Yeah.
Now he's going to be, at the center position, which is even better.
Yeah. 2-0 for this says, I hear script clubs have great breakfast buffets. It smells like a wet mop in here. My God.
Pan almost everywhere.
Parks and Rec, baby.
Almost everywhere.
Oh, I forgot we had that drop. All right. So there's the Elgton Jenkins talk. Boys, it's time. We've all waited for this moment. We are going to do an NFC North mock draft. All right. I don't know how this is going to go, but we've got all 4 teams selected. All right. Do we want to try to do 7 rounds? We got 20 minutes. I think we can pull this off. What do y'all think?
Are you serious? You really do think? Are you kidding me?
Jacob.
I'm ready to go.
3 rounds, I would bet would.
That means Jacob can't.
You're ready to go.
That means Jacob.
We can't be killing time here trying to decide on a pick. I need you to make a decision here. You're on a 30-second timer each time.
I think Jacob's expecting a guess. That's what I think.
Well, I did my research, right? I
hope she did. Well, go ahead, sir.
Jacob did his research. He's drafting Buckets Goldenberg in the first round.
So just to preface this, guys, we're going to let you guys know we're all going to be pretending that we are a different NFC North team. I'm going to be the Chicago Bears.
So get ready to go.
I got them all done like Caleb does. And so I'm going to be excited and fierce, ready to draft for the Bears.
All right. I've got the.
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
And I really wanted to be the Bears, but they suggested I be the Packers. So I let them pick. And that's so who's who? Tim, who are you?
I'm the Bears.
Hey,
Rawr.
If you don't want the Packers, I'll happily take them. But, no, let's just stick to the script. I'm those douches from Detroit. That's who
I'm the Vikings over here. I only got 4 picks, so I'm chilling. I'm just hoping Jacob doesn't talk too much and keep this thing going past bedtime over here.
Here we go.
Jacob does have the Bears. He may have to do a lot of talking.
All right, so the Bears are on the clock. Look at all them picks.
Oh, jeez. Are you serious? Ugh.
Best available.
Here we go.
Travis
I'm
Hunter.
the timer.
Travis Hunter, Ashton Gianti, Tyler Warren, Tet McMillan, Jalen Walker, Shamar Stewart, Kelvin Banks, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Matthew Golden, Colston Loveland. You got your pick.
All right. Stop. I'll just go ahead and, as much as this pains me, I mean, realistically, I don't think that Travis Hunter would be there. The Bears probably do need some help in the secondary, but I have to go Travis Hunter. I have to. Although I would say that the pick would be Ashton Jeanty if Hunter wasn't there for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm with you on that for sure. So with the 10th pick, the Chicago Bears select Travis Hunter.
Wow.
Right, there you go. The
How
Packers
is he even there? That's crazy.
All right, so I've got the Packers best available: Shamar Stewart, Kelvin Banks, Jahad Campbell, Mike Green, Matthew Golden, Nick Emenware, Josh Simmons, Tyler Booker, on and on and on here. There's Savone Revel Jr. I'm pretty sure he would be my pick here. Let's see here. Shamar Stewart's in the 14 spot, right? And I've got Savone. Actually, Savone is a little lower. Savone is 31. So I'm going to do it, boys. I'm going to take the athletic freak, the edge rusher out of Texas A&M, and that's Shamar Stewart with the 23rd pick. 13th best prospect. We're getting at 23 there. Dang. All right. Vikings are on the clock here, Emilio. Best available. Let me read them real quick for the podcast listeners here. Best available: Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle; Jahad Campbell, linebacker; Mike Green, edge defender; Matthew Golden, wide receiver; Nick Emenware, safety; Josh Simmons, offensive tackle.
Vikings need O-line help. I'm always for building the wall. Calvin Banks, welcome to the Vikings, sir.
All right, 24th pick is Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle out of Texas. Now, Tim's favorite team, the Detroit Lions, is on the clock. Here's your best available: Mike Green, edge defender out of Marshall. Boy, that was
that's the pick right there.
Matthew Golden,
possible character issues. Yeah, that's a Detroit Lion. Draft them. Let's go.
All right. Is that what we're doing?
I'm dead serious. Mike Green, that's the pick.
Tim said, I heard this dude's a convict. Let's draft him for the Lions. A+. They said it was a perfect fit.
He's right.
All right. Chicago Bears with the 39th pick. Best available: offensive tackle Josh Simmons.
I hate
offensive lineman Gray Zabel. Donovan Ezaraku, edge out of Boston College. Josh Connerly, offensive tackle out of Oregon. Azare Thomas, cornerback out of Florida State. Trey Amos, cornerback out of Mississippi.
Okay, so I hate the fact that I actually am trying to help the Bears right now, but we just addressed a big need at cornerback that could also play both ways, which would be shocking because Keenan Allen is probably not going to be around in Chicago for the long haul, and plus we don't quite know what we have with our boy Odunze. I hate doing this, but I got to give them Gray Zabel because they are, even though they signed those 3 interior linemen, the tackles are suspect, and those 3 interior linemen that they signed are older vets, or at least about to be older vets. They have to solidify and protect Caleb Williams. I'm taking Gray Zabel because he can be our Elgton Jenkins on the Chicago Bears.
All right, Gray Zabel, right?
Yeah.
All right, offensive lineman, North Dakota State with the 39th pick, going to the Chicago Bears. All right. Jacob, you're back on the clock at 41, sir.
Dang it. I hate this too. They're going to go Donovan Ezaraku because they need edge help. They need to put him in that rotation, a little bit smaller, undersized for what they usually like to do, but he's going to be an absolute fierce for us on the outside. Ugh.
Yep. AFAM says it's pronounced Zabel or Zabel. You're pronounced ass, AFAM. How about that? Donovan Ezaraku.
Pronounced Chiefs fan. That's how.
Yeah.
Jacob, Donovan Ezaraku, Boston College, right, sir?
Ish.
That pains me. A+ there. So it's a pretty good looking draft for the Bears. So
I know.
Sucks. All right. With the 54th pick, the Packers.
Come on, Clay. Let's go, Clay.
All right. So we got a couple choices here, boys. We got Trey Amos, cornerback out of Mississippi, Jalen Milroe, quarterback Alabama, Quinshawn Judkins, running back Ohio State, Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle out of Ohio State. I'm not going to take the time to pull up my draft board, but what it comes down to for me here If we don't take Trey Amos here, we're screwed at corner. This is assuming that Jair is not a Packer, okay? If you could guarantee me Jair was going to be a Packer, I am taking Jaden Higgins here all day long, okay? But I got to go Amos. He's higher on the board. And actually, let me
45.
All right, so Amos is 45. Where's Higgins?
Higgins
Should be close there.
60.
He's 49. Sorry.
Yeah, he's climbed a little bit, so it's a little closer. But we're going Trey Amos here, cornerback, Mississippi. That worked out perfect. All right, Tim is on the clock with the Detroit Lions, the 60th pick. Best available quarterback Jalen Milroe, running back Quinshon Judkins, edge defender JT Tuamaloa, I think's how you say it. Jack Sawyer, edge defender. There's literally 4 Ohio State Buckeyes are the top 4 available. Then you got Jaden Higgins, wide receiver. Oh, my God.
And I'm not allowed to sabotage, right?
You're not. You also got Alfred Collins down there, too, solid pick.
Can you pull up O-line?
O-line.
Saboteur.
Offensive tackle, you got Wyatt Malum, Emory Jones, Ozzie Trapillo, Anthony Belton. And then at interior offensive line, Jonah Sabanaya, Jared Wilson, Charles Grant, Dylan Fairchild.
Go back to best available. Go to all.
There you go, sir.
Yeah, I hate to say it. It's Jaden Higgins.
Oh,
Could you
damn.
think about this? Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown in the slot, Jaden Higgins on the outside, and then who's the all-world tight end?
Laporta,
yep.
Damn, it sucks, Tim.
Shout out to Andy Monday for suggesting this, because this is proof positive of what we're talking about, because Detroit is in the market for a receiver, and they're probably going to go second or third, fourth round, maybe, in my opinion. So they're kind of in that same mix as the Packers. So
AFAM says Higgins is too tall. There you go. All right, so the Chicago Bears are back on the clock. Pick 72, Jacob, best available, JT Tuamaloa, Jack Sawyer, is it Ellick or Leak? I've heard it.
I've heard Ellick.
And it's Aya Manor. Is that right? Ellick Aya Manor.
Aya Manor, yeah.
Unfortunately,
at this point, like I was highlighting earlier, I kind of addressed the edge, addressed the offensive line, the cornerback / wide receiver, but they are going to need what's his name? DJ Moore is not going to be there forever. I don't think Dunze has shown a lot, and it looks like Keenan Allen's not going to be there long. There, unfortunately, I can't see it. Can you go down? Trey Harris is going to be the pick here for Caleb Williams. He's going to be solidifying that offensive line room. He's going to also put another weapon in the wide receiver room. It pains me to do this, but dang it. Hey,
it's a big body receiver out there. So now they got DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, and Trey Harris. Yeah, that's it. Next is Green Bay Packers pick 87. So we've taken Shamar Stewart, edge out of Texas A&M, and Trey Amos, cornerback out of Ole Miss.
Harold Fannin Jr.
Look at Isaiah Bond sitting there. The Packers actually met with Isaiah Bond. He's a burner. He is a burner. He's not very high on that board.
Wyatt Malum.
You got Wyatt Malum. So the best available, Scatabo. You've got Harold Fannin Jr. You got Wyatt Malum. You've got Isaiah Bond, Deion Walker, Jalen Noel. Ooh, that would probably be my pick. Do you have access to the board, Emilio?
Yeah, Wyatt Malum is 59. Noel is 104.
Yeah, Cosell loved him, man. So Wyatt Malum will be the best pick here, and Isaiah Bond's significantly lower. I'm almost positive, right? Like he's down around 90 or something. I think
Bond is 127.
Okay, even lower. All right, we're going to go offensive tackle from West Virginia, Wyatt Malum there for the Packers. All right, now the Minnesota Vikings. Emilio, you've waited all night for this, sir.
I have. I've been sweating over here. Can we just pull up D-line, please, sir?
Pull up long snapper.
So you got Deion Walker, Joshua Farmer, Ty Robinson, and Ananias Peebles are your best defensive linemen. Any other positions you want to see? So this is pick 97 for those of you listening on the pod.
Running back would be my only other thought right now.
Ooh.
DJ Giddens out of Kansas State. Bashul Tutin, I think is how you say it. Ollie Gordon II, R.J. Harvey Jr., and Devin Neal out of Kansas.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go. RJ we have at 116, and then I just want to look at Farmer, who's at 190. I think I'm going to go RJ Harvey here.
Running back.
You sure you don't want to trade that pick to Green Bay?
Actually, RJ is going to be around. Looking at the board, so Farmer, let's get him on. Let's get him on the team.
Going Joshua Farmer?
Yeah, I think
All
so.
right.
I'm gonna leave Walker there. He can hang out for a little longer.
Got it. All right. So with the 97th pick, look at that A+. The Minnesota Vikings select Joshua Farmer, defensive lineman. All right, Tim, you're on the clock. Pick 102. We're doing good, boys.
Interior O-line, please.
All right, interior O-line, you got Charles Grant.
That's the pick.
Yeah.
Tim said I need no more time. That's the pick.
That's
Charles
the pick.
Grant out of William and Mary with the 102nd pick going to the Detroit Lions. All right. Packers are back on the clock at pick 124. We have drafted edge Jamar Stewart, cornerback Trey Amos, and offensive tackle Wyatt Malone. So we could double dip at corner. I'm showing we need as many as 3 corners. Jacob Parrish is pretty high on the list here. You got Chris Paul Jr. at linebacker. He's undersized, so I know everybody's going to go, Goody would never draft him.
98 on our board.
Bro, Greg Cosell, I mean, if you had just listened to the way he talked about it, you'd think that's his number 1 linebacker.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but he raved over Chris Paul Jr. We still haven't gotten a wide receiver. There's Torrey Horton there sitting at Colorado State, Ty Felton. There's Pat Bryant. Really like Pat Bryant with his hands and his ability to beat man coverage. I believe he was one of the late round picks we really liked. At 187, I'm going to try to wait a little longer on wide receiver here. So Jacob Parrish, Ty Robinson, Jared Ivey. Well, you could really bolster that room. We didn't get an interior defensive lineman yet. Best available is Ty Robinson, Vernon Broughton, Elijah Roberts, Peegs. Emilio, which one's higher? Where is Elijah Roberts and J.J. Peegs at?
JJ is 198, and then Elijah is 108.
108. So that'd be a solid pick, defensive lineman.
I like Roberts. Never mind.
I think I'm going to go Elijah Roberts here. I want to say he's a little versatile, too. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But they're going to hate this pick if I do it, though. And I'm trying to get A+ across the board.
I'm pretty sure we have Roberts as edge.
Do we? Okay. Where's Chris Paul Jr. again? Top 100?
We have Elijah Rodgers at edge. He's 108, and then Chris Paul is 98.
People are going to hate it. I'm going Chris Paul Jr.
Bang.
All right. So the Packers select Chris Paul Jr., linebacker out of Ole Miss. I believe it's Ole Miss, right? Detroit Lions are on the clock. Pick 130, Tim. Best available tight end Gunnar Helm, safety Lathan Ransom, Denzel Burke, cornerback out of Ohio State, Ty Robinson, defensive lineman Nebraska, and running back DJ Giddens. What do you want to see?
Look at Stackbacker and D-line.
All right, let's go Stackbacker. Stackbacker, you've got Danny Stutzman. Was Danny Stutzman higher, Emilio, on our board?
94, yes.
Damn it. I missed one. All right. Danny Stutzman, Ismail Munden Jr., Jack Kaiser out of Notre Dame, Nick Martin, and Kobe King are the top Packers there, Tim.
How about D-line?
Ty Robinson out of Nebraska, Vernon Broughton out of Texas, Elijah Roberts out of SMU, J.J. Pegues out of Ole Miss.
Where's Ty Robinson on our board, Emilio? Do you have it?
Ty Robinson is 160.
Okay, I'll take Backer. Go back to Backer. I'll take what was his name? Stutzman. Yeah, Stutzman.
That's a solid pick.
We'll go with Stutzman. Yeah.
All right. So with the 130th pick, unfortunately, the Detroit Lions take Danny Stutzman. That's an A draft pick. Emilio, you're on the clock at 139 here, sir. What do you want to see?
D-line help, please.
Look at Jared Ivey sitting there at edge.
That's tough.
That's wild. He's sitting there at 139. Vernon Broughton, Elijah Roberts, J.J. Pegues, Junior Tafuna, and Ty Hamilton.
Let me just see Vernon real fast. I think I'm going to go. Yeah, Vernon, I think, is going to be part of the team. We're going to bring him in with Banks. It's going to be a Texas showdown up here in the cold city. Vernon Broughton, welcome to the squad. We have him as a D-line 3 tech at 105.
Ooh, that's solid. Solid pick here. All right, Vernon Broughton. So you went back-to-back defensive line there for the Vikings. They building in them trenches, man. They got to because everybody they signed is 73 years old. Jacob, you're on the clock. Pick 148, sir. What do you want to see here?
Let me look at safeties, please.
You got Sebastian Castro out of Iowa, Malachi Moore out of Bama, Caleb Ransall out of Tulane, and Craig Woodson out of Cal.
Okay. Interior defensive line, please.
J.J. Pegues, Junior Tafuna, Ty Hamilton, Cam Jackson, and Riley Mills.
And running back, please.
Running back, you got – how do you say
Give me
that?
Bichelle.
Bichelle?
Yeah, line it up. Throw Bichelle on there.
All right, Bichelle, is it Tutton or Tootin?
I've been tooting.
All right, so A+ there for the Chicago Bears with that pick. All right, Packers are back on the clock at 159. We went edge, corner, offensive tackle, linebacker. Best available is –
You need a receiver, Clayton.
No, sir, we do not. You know how I feel about this. Ollie Gordon, the second running back out of Oklahoma State. Holland Pierce, offensive tackle, Rutgers. Ty Felton, wide receiver. Kobe Bryant. Where's Kobe Bryant at, Emilio, on our board, sir, if you don't mind?
Kobe
Here's the guy.
is 142.
142 is Kobe.
Packers met with him, and he's got hard eyes.
Ooh. So I lost my boy, Pat Bryant, right? He's gone. So my pick, if y'all don't steal him, is going to be Elijah Badger later in the draft. I'll probably take him with 237. So that's what I'm thinking. Wide receiver, great hands, really, really good drop percentage, and also really good against man coverage is why I would choose him, just so everybody knows. So it looks like Kobe Bryant will probably be the best pick. A little bit tough here. I'm going to go Kobe Bryant. Just keep it simple because, again, we need another corner, right? We need at least 2, possibly 3 corners in this draft. So Kobe Bryant, cornerback out of Kansas. Good quality pick there in terms of our draft board. All right, now we got the Vikings on the clock at pick 187, Emilio.
And my boy is here. Thank you, RJ Harvey. Welcome to the squad. I mean, that was a quick and simple draft for me, folks.
A+ on that RJ Harvey pick, man. Where was he at on our board? Is he fairly high on our board, Emilio?
Yeah, let me see. RJ is 116.
Got it. Oh, that's a good quality pick. All right, Detroit Lions are on the clock at 196. We've got best available, Tim, is edge, Tyler Barron, running back, Trevor Etienne, Joshua Gray, interior offensive lineman. You got Jordan Hancock, cornerback out of Ohio State, and J.J. Pegues is still there at pick 196.
That's the pick.
At the pick there?
Yeah, Pegues, Ole Miss.
And you haven't taken a defensive lineman yet, so there you go, man.
And he can play fullback.
Can he really?
Yeah, they gave him the ball a few times.
Well, you got a fullback card on College Football 25. Is that what it is?
No, but yeah, no. I was. I think DJ was talking about it one day that they gave him the ball a few times.
Gotcha. All right, Packers are on the clock at 198. Let's comb down through here, see if we can find a name that sounds familiar here. Nick Nash, Jalen Travis, Jaden Blue. Boy, this is cheeks. There's Willie Lampkin. I should do it just out of spot. Man, I don't see anybody here that catches my attention. There's O'Donnell Fortune. Those are way down there. This would definitely be a trade back scenario for me. Where do we got Joshua Gray, Emilio? If you don't care, sir.
Mr.
Interior
Gray.
offense.
He actually was a 95 season 5 card. Pretty good. We have it's AY, sorry. 227.
Okay, so significantly lower. Yeah, this is a tough pick for me, man. Jack Kaiser, I know, is very high on our board, but I already went Chris Paul Jr.
Nick Nash, baby. What about little Nick Nash?
Where's Nick Nash at on our board? I want to say he's lower than most boards.
Mr. Nash is at 129.
So that'd be a good pick. So Nick Nash. What about Logan Brown? That's the last one I'll ask. It's between those two for me.
Samuel Brown, Logan Brown, 417.
Jeez, Pete. Logan Brown is that far down? That's crazy. Yeah, we need to revisit that. All right. That's it. Jack Kaiser significantly higher, ain't he, Emilio?
Kaiser.
You gonna double up with Chris Paul?
I think I am.
103. Kaiser is.
That's good. That's such good value there. I'm doing it. I'm going Jack Kaiser here, boys. Hell with it. All right. FTW there. So with the 100, well, it's gone. Jack Kaiser was the pick. All right. Team captain at Notre Dame, special teams dude, worked his way up the roster. A little bit undersized for a linebacker, but solid dude. So
for JJ, 21 carries, 69 yards, 7 touchdowns in 24.
Got it. That's
That's
awesome.
a D lineman fullback.
Give him
I
the
thought you
rock.
were joking. That's actually
Awesome. I know, Jake. I know.
Tim, you're on the clock. 2:28, sir. What do you want to see here? We got Willie Lampkin, Upton
Oh
Stout.
yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. We're taking Jacob's guy here, Willie Lampkin.
Oh my gosh. Let's see
He's
what
a white
happens.
guy.
Willie Lampkin with pick 2. I like that pick, man. You watch, he would slide right in that locker room with Detroit and just kick ass. That's exactly it.
Clay, can you please show me the safeties, please?
I sure can, Jacob. There you go, sir. Craig Woodson, Dan Jackson, Dean Clark, Elijah Clark, Matt
Keith
McWood.
Jackson. I believe that I'm going to go. Oh boy, is RJ Mickens still there?
Give me a position. Running back.
Safety. Sorry,
Safety.
I don't believe
RJ
he looks like
Mickens.
he's there.
RJ
No
Mickens.
no sir. You can go back up. I'll go ahead and I'll take Craig Woodson.
All right, Craig Woodson, safety out of Cal. Got an A for that one, Jacob. Good pick, sir. Good pick.
Yeah.
With pick 237 for the Green Bay Packers, we are going to reach here. The grade is going to be ugly, but you got to trust me on this, guys. Elijah Badger out of Florida. Great hands, great against man coverage. It's going to be my sleeper pick.
204.
Right. What's that?
204 on the board.
Was he? There you go. So not bad, right? Not too bad for value. All right, Emilio, or I'm sorry, Jacob, you're on the clock. 240 here, man.
Can you go back up to the all, please?
Sure.
There we go.
Isaiah Nayor, Brew McCoy, Eugene Asante, Keaton Crawford.
I know what I want. Can you scroll down a little bit? I hate doing this, but I got to do it. Can you find me Thor Griffith, please?
Thor Griffith. He is gone, sir.
Oh, what? How you done and did me like that? Really? Is he really gone?
Is he gone? Hold up a minute. Maybe he isn't. We're way down the list here. There he is.
There he is, baby. That's my
Look,
boy.
pick 240 at 240. Check that out.
Here's the
guy. I just gave the Bears the best draft they've had in the last 50 years.
That wasn't so hard.
And they
Tim,
will still suck no matter what.
Pick 244, Tim. What you got here, big dog? What you want to see?
Oh, boy. It's
O'Donnell.
I was going to say they're probably going to go defense heavy, I would think. But they do need D line. Yeah, O'Donnell Fortune. That's the pick.
Yeah,
O'Donnell Fortune.
Yeah,
cornerback out of South Carolina. O'Donnell Fortune, A+, of course.
Dude, me and Tim set our freaking rivals up with a pretty darn good draft, I'm going to say.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I need you to do for me, Emilio, real quick. Pick 250 for the Green Bay Packers. Look up Mello Dotson for me.
Gadsden.
182.
All right. Look up Jermari Harris.
I'll do Harris. 138.
All right. So that would be a solid corner pick, right? We've already taken 2, so that would be the third we said we needed. What about offensive tackle Jack Nelson?
Nelson is 147.
So that'd be a solid pick there, too. Now, tell everybody where Rondé Gadsden is, sir, as I make this pick.
Gadsden is 99.
99 best prospect at pick 250.
Actually, right behind your boy Chris Paul.
There you go.
That's awesome.
All right.
Nice draft, Clay.
That was fun, man. It was fun. And again, there's going to be ugly scores on some of my picks there, but according to our report,
real quick, go through the first. How did Travis get to Jacob besides him trying to pay the?
Yeah, what happened here?
All right,
my boy
Will Johnson.
Here's what happened in the first round. Pick 1, Tennessee Titans went Shador Sanders over Cam Ward. Pick 2 in Cleveland, Abdul Carter. Pick 3 to the Giants, Cam Ward. Armand Membo goes 4 to the Patriots. Mason Graham goes 5 to the Jaguars. Number 6, Jahdae Barron went number 6 to the Raiders. Will Campbell went 7 to the Jets. Michael Williams, a top 30 visit for the Packers, went number 8 to the Panthers. Will Johnson, cornerback out of Michigan, fell to number 9 to the Saints. Of course, Jacob took Travis Hunter. Jalen Walker goes 11 to the Niners. Tet McMillan goes number 12 to the Cowboys. That, of course, Ashton Gianti goes to the Dolphins. Could you imagine
That would be crazy.
Mike McDonald down there with, oh my God, or not Mike McDonald, what's his name? McDaniels.
Yeah.
Down there with that run scheme. Ty Warren goes to the Colts. James Pierce Jr. goes to the Falcons. Derek Harmon goes to the Cardinals at 16. Walter Nolan, 17 to the Bengals. Emeka Egbuka, 18 to the Seahawks. Malachi Starks, 19 to the Buccaneers. 20, Omarion Hampton goes to the Denver Broncos. Kenneth Grant goes 21 to the Steelers.
Here's a guy.
Makes so much sense, don't it?
Yep.
Colston Loveland, tight end, goes to the Chargers at 22. I took Shamar Stewart at 23, edge defender out of Texas A&M. Emilio took Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle out of Texas. That's a great pick for them at 24. Luther Burden goes 25th to the Texans. Maxwell Harrison goes 26 to the Rams. Jahad Campbell goes 27th to the Ravens. And then, of course, Tim took Mike Green. That's 28th to the Lions. Nick Emenware, 29th safety out of South Carolina, goes to the Washington Commanders. Matthew Golden falls to 30 and teams up with Josh Allen in Buffalo. Donovan Jackson, offensive lineman out of Ohio State, goes to protect Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. And Tyler Booker, interior offensive lineman from Bama, goes to Philly. They just get a little bit stouter there on the offensive front. Go ahead, Jake.
One, how does Hunter fall to me? And two, at 10, how do I get a B+ for picking him?
Got straight B's. They call me Buzz.
I tell you.
Hey, it is what it is, Jacob. All right, so I'm going to save this here. And I like how it does it, too. Of course, I can't screen grab the whole thing, but it shows everybody's picks. Anything you guys want to see in terms of your team? Or let's do this. Let's go around the horn one time. We got to wrap up. Jacob, you're the Bears. Who was your favorite pick here in your entire draft, man?
Realistically, for what the team would need, it would be either Gray Zabel or Ezeruku.
Got it. All right, so there you go. Gray Zabel and Donovan Ezeruku go to the Chicago Bears. Tim, who would be your favorite here, man? Out of your
Come
picks.
on, do you even have to ask?
Come on.
No, but
Willie Lampkin.
In all seriousness, I think Mike Green is a great pick. I think he would fit.
He fit right in up there, man. No doubt about it. All right. And, of course, you got Jaden Higgins there, so Jared Goff got a big body target to throw to. My favorite here is probably what I really liked was Trey Amos at 54 because we have not been able to do that in the past, right? I like him at 24. I like shoring up the offensive line a little bit more with some depth with Wyatt Malum. Shamar Stewart, not my favorite pick, but, I mean, Emilio, he's, 13th on our board. You can't pass him up at 23. You just can't. So, all right. And then Emilio, what was your favorite pick?
I'm just happy I got on the board. Realistically, though, you need a little offensive help. Bring Calvin in there. I know they signed the 2 D linemen, but let's replace that with some young talent. Teach them. One dude got paid handsomely, the other one didn't, and then you get a little speedster, RJ Harvey, who can catch the ball out the backfield there. Replace Aaron Jones.
I think you made the best out of what you had there, man. You shored up the trenches for sure.
I guess one of the D linemen I could have went after a corner, but I'm not mad at it.
Got it.
We got to stop Josh Jacobs, and we got to stop Jacobs' team. I don't know what he's doing over there. Just drafting.
Stop saying we when you talk about the Vikings.
Should I share this draft, boys? Just for craps and giggles?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when I click this. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Oh boy.
Let's just throw it out there. Bang. There it is. I'm closing it out. I don't even want to see.
At least you didn't put any of our names on it. Thank you.
All right. Guys, that was a lot of fun, man. That was I'm glad we did it. And again, shout out to Andy Monday for the recommendation there. That was a blast. And just kind of see what the other teams are going to be faced with. If I were to look at all three of your drafts and go, all right, which one do I like the most? They were all solid. But Tim's pissed me off. Them getting Jaden Higgins, them getting Mike Green. My God, they're just going to reload again. Like if that fell that way. So, Drew D said for a bunch of
you off as much as it pissed me off doing a little Detroit Lions deep dive before the show just to kind of do some homework. So that was tough.
Drew D says, honestly, for a bunch of knuckleheads, you guys did really well. Thank you, man.
Hey.
Appreciate it. And Andy Monday said, listen, boys, I got my $3 a month right there with the Patreon.
Heard it from a fan right here.
Appreciate you, Andy. Thank you for supporting us. Again, you want to join the Patreon group, scan the QR code in the upper right. We're going to be giving away an autographed Javon Bullard rookie card. Look at that pretty thing right there.
Here's the guy.
Giving that away on Saturday evening's show to a lucky member of the Patreon group. All you got to do is be a member of the $3 tier, and you could potentially win that. We just gave away an awesome autographed Mason Crosby card, and we're going to be doing giveaways. We'll probably be doing a giveaway every Saturday this month for the next 5 weeks. We'll be giving away.
Bring one to the draft, do a live giveaway.
Yeah, we need to do a big one for the draft. I got to come up with something. Yeah, and again, shout out to Jazambi for this. And you guys, it's hard for you to see right here, but I actually got the Jordan Love custom card that he framed for me.
Nice.
And everything. It's sick, man. Jazambi's the man. We need to see if he's actually running a business and promote that, because if he does online sales, we'll give him free sponsorship on the show here.
He was the best guy around.
All right, guys, we're out. Thanks, everybody. This was fun. We'll see y'all tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central for PTA Live. Everybody take care. And remember, as the great Devontae Adams once said,
wash your hands, wash your butt, man. That's it. That's all.
Secret to happiness. Take care.
There we go.
Bye, guys.